Excuse me in advance if I may be tweaking this upcoming video because I went a little too hard on the matcha green tea, closing off the astrological year in my intention journal. Have no fear, the new one will be out quite soon. You can always order a physical copy with me, even though I will be going on my hiatus, taking a step back this winter time so I can really cultivate my seeds. So in springtime I can come harder, better, stronger, practice what I preach, you know? But I will not just leave you hanging. In this upcoming video, we're going to dive into wintertime, Capricorn season, Aquarius season, and Pisces season. And the moon wobble of Capricorn season smacked me out of the luteal phase into a rabbit hole. And in that rabbit hole, I found a story I would like to share with you. It's about the exaltation of the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. If you don't want to watch the whole video, let me just do a recap of this overcap of this no cap. So Capricorn season will be ruled by Saturn, which is in Pisces. Saturn is the builder planet, all about that strong foundation that we build because we are disciplined in Pisces. And Pisces, 12th house ruler, is about the glitz, the glamour, these illusions that may be put on us. Because Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house. Capricorn season, the 10th house of our reputation, status, legacy, what we leave behind. And we may have been a little bit polluted in our vision of what it is that we want to leave behind, what it is that we want to reach, what it is that we want to achieve. We talked about it in week 52. So let's go to Aquarius season, which is ruled by Uranus, still moving retrograde until the 27th of January. All the other important dates will be in the description. But the 27th of January, Uranus will start moving direct in its detriment sign of Taurus. So Uranus is all about our own evolution and our own eccentricity in Taurus. And Taurus is all about the material, but also the things that we can't touch, but that we do possess. Our self-worth, our security, and our stability. I am very secure in telling you, ik ben een Hollandse. Because I was born in Holland. Either way. But Uranus in Taurus, feel comfortable with it because you cannot shake it off anyway. You cannot let it go anyway. When it starts moving direct again, really step into your being because Uranus will be moving for the final degrees in Taurus in our lifetimes probably. We'll be back in 84 years. And that age of Aquarius, you know what it is? We need to call Auntie Pam Gregory to be exact, because Pluto is actually in its detriment in Aquarius. But I'll tell that in that story at the end of the video, because Pluto is about transforming our obsession, our empowerment, the things that are in the dark and that we are like fixing in the dark. And Aquarius like, why are you doing it in the dark? Bring it to the light. Let everybody know. It's not just for you. Let everybody know. No way, no. And that's the age we're in for the upcoming 16 years. I am looking forward. Sorry. At the end of winter season, we dive into Pisces season, ruled by Neptune, which is still in Pisces. And Neptune, home in Pisces, will be moving into Aries in 2025. And Pisces is that self-victimizing, that I can't do it. And Aries is like, I can do it. Step out of the way, Pisces. I got you. I got me. I got this. And that's what Neptune is going into. So that's something to look forward to. It's time to really follow your own intuition because you have a sense too. You have a feeling too. You have goosebumps too. And you can't spell journey without R, but you have to commit the journey. I don't know where I found that, but let's just dive into this stuff. It's that moon wobble, I tell you. Either way, you want that? Nah. Capricorn season. That's the whatever. Capricorn season, ruled by Saturn in Pisces. So Saturn is all about building, about our achievements, about being determined to see it coming to fruition, coming to an end in Pisces. And Pisces with the dominant phrase, I believe. Believe your beliefs. At the end of the day, I mean, they may say it's not true, but somewhere it's stated that way. I did not just come to this idea because I have this idea. Stick to your truth until it becomes a truth. Don't be foolish now. Don't be foolish. Either way, yeah. because Pisces can sometimes be a little bit foolish. And Pisces is kind of like ruled by Neptune, the illusion, the 12th house of the glitz and the glamour and all these. Oh, but someone else told me so, because Pisces is quite dependent, can be quite codependent, can be in that victimhood, like, oh, someone's going to do it for me. No, you are the only one who's going to do it. Either way, yeah, Capricorn, Capricorn season, 10th house, ruler of the 10th house. The 10th house is our public life, our reputation, our status, our legacy, what we're going to leave behind, the bosses we encounter, and the kind of bosses that we are going to be. What kind of boss are you going to be? What mountaintop do you want to be at? What table do you want to have a seat at? And when you are at the table, what can you serve? Long live cooking with Gaia, because she is saving the world one plate at a time. And especially with her phrase, I can steal your man with my cooking. And so many people are triggered that they're like, I can cook, or coming to the conclusion that they can't cook. What can you serve when you are at the time? It doesn't matter. Just, we're going to talk about, but especially for the woman, right? Because Capricorn is a feminine sign, so that feminine urge to say, I'm going to achieve something, I'm going to succeed. What do you want to succeed at? What do you want your reputation to be? Because the media has governed our mind in such a way that it's said like, oh, you just need to be pretty, you just need to have this, you just need to have that, and be quiet. But some people can be pretty and can be quiet. And if you want to be pretty and can, follow your thing, follow your, or go to wherever you want to go. Do not let anything or anyone pollute your mind, cloud your vision, to say, this is the mountaintop I want to be at, this is the table that I want to sit at. Because it's okay that you're pretty, but make sure that you have something else to bring, to do when the pretty fades. Okay. 10th house, reputation, status. Practice what you preach and make a 12-step program. Make that kind of like 5-year plan, because we're not in school anymore. I remember, don't mind me, but first thing I did when I came out of school was make a 5-year plan. So I was like 18 and I had no direction. I went like reckless for 1 year, was in the plan, and then I built myself up. And after those years, other people were like, hey, I want to be like you. I was 23 and I thought like, let me help you be like me. And 7 years and they're still not a little bit further. Don't give yourself up. Pisces too, Pisces, like self-victimizing. Don't put yourself in certain kind of positions just so you can, it's about you first and foremost. Read the descriptions of the shorts I made for Aquarius and Pisces. As we're going into, oh, no. Because we're not in school anymore. And I also saw something in my rabbit hole. I was on the internet, doom scrolling. But you have like a kid is 0 to 10 years old. You have a teen that's like 10 to 20 years old. But all of a sudden you're an adult from 20 to whatever. Nah. Let's just see it like you're an adult. The first 10 years, 20 to 30, is your first time of adulting. The second 10 years, 30 to 40, is your second time around adulting. Don't make the same mistake. And allow yourself to adult. It goes with baby steps. Don't go and do some baby Botox when you're 23 or something. It goes with baby steps. Be okay with time and let time run its course. Father time, remember? It will show you exactly what you need to know at the right time and at the right place. But do not let anything or anyone else govern your mind. Remember, 10th house, Saturn in the birth chart of a country is the government. And the government isn't going to do it for you anymore. So make your own program, make your own plan, make your own to reach your goal and achieve it, as we're going off to Aquarius season. Aquarius season will be ruled by Uranus, still moving retrograde, and in its retrograde, it's difficult to free ourselves from restrictive situations. In Taurus is that fixed, stable earth. It's difficult to free ourselves from restrictive situations. It's difficult to free ourselves from things that just are. I cannot change these things. But as we're going into Aquarius season, Aquarius has the dominant phrase, I know. And with the dominant phrase, you know better, so do better. Did you know? I also saw something. Did you know Americans, European Americans don't know they're European? Like, how much self-knowledge do we actually have? But someone was like, European Americans, and the comments were full like, what's a European? What's a European? What's a... Bruh, you have Native Americans, you have Latin Americans, you have African Americans, you have Asian Americans, you have European Americans. Common sense. Use your common sense. And if you use your common sense, you'll find out that some things are you can't change, and some things are actually in your advantage. But you have to start doing something with it. There's this place in Iowa, I guess. It's called Pella. Did you know they speak Dutch? I tagged the video over there, and it went well. Either way, don't free yourself from what you cannot shake off. It's again also that nationality versus ethnicity conversation debate. It will never end. So least you could do is just like don't even engage in it. Just know yourself and know where you can go. And some people may say, "Oh, that's weird." I'm not just Dutch. I'm Hollands because I was born in Holland. We talked about this, but it's weird. But let it be weird, and let that truth be known. Stick to your truth until it becomes a truth, and don't be what do you call it? Don't be ignorant. You know better, do better. There is so much more than just the surface, the things that we can see. But Taurus wants that sense of stability, that sense of security. And 9 out of 10 times we find that security with people who are like-minded, with people who are on the same level and stuff. Aquarius, that 11th house of hopes, of aspirations. A lot of people nowadays are hoping just to find their tribe, find their people, find their true friends and stuff, especially as we're getting older, because it was just school. It was just the government that was keeping us together. I don't know what's keeping you here. I don't know what's keeping me here, but I'm glad we found each other, to be honest. Be unapologetic so your tribe can find you. I also found this reel. Yeah, I'm going to share it in Aquarius season. But this dude, he was just like showing the outfit of the day outside of the tube, outside of the metro, outside of the subway, whatever you call it in your country. And people always like try to get into your shot, right? And those people were hugging him like, hey. I'm going to share it in Aquarius season. We'll get there. Be unapologetic so your tribe can find you. I mean, how do you think Abba and Preach started? Yeah, I always also found myself at Abba and Preach, and they also interviewed this girl. She looked very pretty. I was like, "Ooh, you sure have some skills, right?" And she was like, "I can cook." I was like, "No way, you're lying." It's this day and age. Some things we didn't know. Sometimes we do live under a rock, but yeah. So now you know better, do better. Abba and Preach always, like me, they talk about these easy topics. Oh, like men versus women debate, the ethnicity and the nationality debate and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like clickbait, right? But now let's talk about the men for a second, because if the women are so good at succeeding and achieving and stuff, with Capricorn being a feminine sign, Shmoane, you got Aquarius, that Aries Aquarius. Air is a masculine sign. Aquarius is a masculine sign. Is the bearer of knowledge. Again, that water bearer. So can bring knowledge. I thought Abba was an Aquarius, but I think he said that in some comment because he hates astrology. Either way, IMDb said he's a Taurus. Such a Taurus thing to do. Either way, these easy topics get us together, but they talk about these things just like me. Like, I'm a down-to-earth astrologer. Whatever, but these people also kind of like dissect those stuff instead of like going all red pill and shit. Oops. Because I also said social media isn't really for men, right? Because what do men do when they start a social media? They start red pilling the heck out of it. They start like degrading women and stuff, all those clickbait things. And of course, it's easy to just clickbait. Like, again, Kaya, I can steal your man. But it's kind of like a part of it, you know? That's why I'm not growing, because I could be like, nah, I cannot because I have the microphone. But follow your hopes, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Stick to whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to reach, whatever it is that you're hoping for, what you're aspiring for, and just see it through. Yeah, it's cringe to say, like, I can steal your man. Yeah, it's cringe to say, what does a red pill community say? Sprinkle, sprinkle, drizzle, drizzle. The masculine version of sprinkle, sprinkle is drizzle, drizzle. That is the most wonderful thing I've heard. Oh, sorry. I told you I'm gonna tweet because. Okay. So social media, it's finding its purpose again. People are going to start doing their own cringe-worthy things. Like, instead of saying sprinkle, sprinkle, we gonna make a drizzle, drizzle. And all those things, like, change it. You be the change. You have to be at the head of the wheel to say, we're gonna make a change. As we're into this age of Aquarius. So I already said it, like Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto's like, this is super fun to do. I like making... I was talking to this friend of mine. I need to call her. I need to send her a message like, why are you not talking to me? But... she was like, I like making skits and I have all these things on my phone, but I don't share them. Pluto. Aquarius, you know other people would love it. You would love it too. Just go and do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it good. Drop that clip just like you should. My neck. My back. My audio on track. Talking about Aquarius season before you go and leave it. Do not disturb. People be talking to me too much when I do not really, the amount of times I'm being disturbed when I need to do my videos and stuff. When you need to do your thing, let it be known. Do not disturb, airplane mode, earth time. As we're going into Pisces season. Pisces season is ruled by Neptune, which is still home. By following this handwriting though. By following and sticking to your journey, you can help carry the collective. It's the R in journey. R in journey, right? What? Neptune, I dream. Literally, these are my dreams, or these are the dreams that are put in front of you. These are the illusions that the government put in front of you. Like, if you just do this, you could... The lies they tell. Either way, Sha. Follow your journey. Stick to your feeling. Your into my feelings are saying a lot too, but I'm just like, sorry. My feelings are saying a lot too, but I'm just like, wintertime is a very good time to just take a step back, so you can listen to yourself, and listen to yourself, not others. But we're still in Capricorn season. So stay true to your vision without letting media cloud your mind. We kind of talked about it. Neptune enters Aries. So Neptune is getting out of that victim mentality, like, and like Uranus in Taurus, like all these things are crumbling down, and the victim mentality may say like someone else is going to build it up. So all the progress or all the not progress you're making, now you will. The North Node will be entering Pisces, and the North Node is the collective future where we'd like to go to and how or what we'd like to reach. And it's going to Pisces. So it's not about how we want to present ourselves and how we want to approach situations. It's about our spirituality. Spirituality. and our intuition, following our intuition, and all those Piscean things, right? And in the Pisces short, I said, like, try to step out of the negative traits of Pisces, or maybe just step into them, because it's all about balance. Some people don't really have enough compassion. Some people have too much compassion. It's all about you. It's all about your balance. Where are you at? How far are you? And with the North Node in Pisces, so follow your intuition more. Go. I had the feeling that we're going to catapult back to 2020. I still have the feeling that we're going to catapult back to 2020, but I think 2025 is the year that we're going to turn it around, because, be honest, you wouldn't mind. And this time around, you do it better, right? When Jupiter in retrograde last week talked to Saturn, like, do another retrograde. This time they're really going to do the crunches. They're really going to do the meal plan. They're really going to get into that routine. As a South Node is also going to enter Virgo. Virgo is all about the routines, our daily habits, our work and stuff. South Node, the things, the comfort zone we need to get out of. You're really comfortable laying in bed, doom scrolling, but get out of that. You're really comfortable being a get out of that. Go and do it. Go and bring that service to others. Went a little harder than I wanted to, like always. But follow your intuition into the new year of the snake, the lunar year of the snake. And 2025 is also a number 9 year. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 5 is 9. So 9. And 9 in numerology is completion, because 10 is also 0 plus 1 is 1. So 10 is 1, 9 is completion. Sorry, I think I'm the reincarnation of Nikola Tesla, because 3, 6, 9. Oh my, whatever. Thank you for loving me. So 9, completion. Things are finishing up. I also have the numerology app on my phone, but let me not do that. Things are finishing up, coming to an end. Tie up loose ends. Year of the snake. Snake is all about wisdom, knowledge, intelligence, intuition, and creativity. Do something with that thing. You know. And now I'm going to read that thing by Dima. Whatever. Yeah, wisdom, knowledge, intelligence, intuition, and creativity. Oh, no more victim mentality. Step into the know. You know. I don't believe anymore. I know. Okay. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, exalted in. You may know I'm not really the strongest reader, but I'm gonna try my best, right? I've been studying the subject of planetary strength and ability for as long as I can remember. Having a 6 out of the 10 planets in my chart in either dignity or debility has always evoked questions about what's the best possible placement for a planet. There's quite a dilemma on and offline about which sign is the place of exaltation of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. I generally incline towards a more or less even distribution of exaltation signs, so that if Aries already exalts the sun, it wouldn't exalt Uranus. Otherwise, a zodiac sign should be somehow connected to the nature of the planet it exalts. Wait, again. I generally incline towards a more or less even distribution of exaltation signs, so that if Aries already exalts the sun, it shouldn't exalt Uranus. Otherwise, a zodiac sign should be somehow connected to the nature of the planet it exalts. So if Cancer is the natural sign of exaltation of Jupiter, that's because Cancer is warm, moist, spiritual, needs to belong, and so forth. There's an additional view to exaltations. In traditional astrology, a sign exalting a planet is like a person holding another person in high esteem, even judging him as more than his worth. Somewhat like an overpriced stock in a bubble-inflated stock market before it crashes and takes the economy down with it. In such manner, hard-working Capricorns overestimate the power of a soldier or an assertive, action-orientated man to reach a goal faster and without the hard work. Capricorn exalting Mars. Or take Taurus, which provides for other people in material areas, but finds it difficult to provide emotionally or, God forbid, to express love. Taurus exalting the moon. Examples abound, but I'll only mention Pisces exalting Venus in the sense that the fish, being out of this life and fantasy driven in their pursuit of harmony and pleasure, has a lot to learn from Venus' straightforward ways to be likable and effective in getting what they want. And all this inside this world, not relying on some utopian vision. Uranus, whose natural ruler is Aquarius, is widely considered to have its exaltation in the sign of Scorpio. One might think, now what a sky god, a titan, has to look for in the underworld. But then you remember that Hades is such an aloof character, alienated from everyone else in the kingdom of Tartarus. Scorpios revel in the unknown by experimenting, and most experiments deal with evolution of the self. Thus, you find Uranus in the lowest places of probing the depths. Also, Scorpios are fiercely independent and will not tolerate being dominated by another individual. All in all, it fits, although one can argue that Aries, Mars's diurnal domicile, fits just as well, but it has another planet as its exaltation, the Sun, which is Uranus's opposition. Uranus key Sun home here, Uranus home there. Oh my god. Uranus keywords are proof by themselves for a Mars ruled sign, pioneering unconventional, independent individualism. Even the darker aspects, accident prone, violent, etc., etc. Still, I do believe that the majority got it right, as there is a valid connection between Scorpio and Uranus. Lastly, this will place Uranus' fall in the stable, conservative Taurus, an antithesis for everything Uranus stands for. About the traditional ideas of exalting a planet, Scorpio's highest manifestation is considered to be the eagle, which is much an Aquarian motive, with its angel symbol. Listen. It relishes helping others while not caring to suffer the cost in self sacrifice, as Uranian as it gets. True to its nature, Neptune remains elusive all the way through. I remember some astrologers claiming Cancer was the sign of exaltation. Let's put that claim to the test. Surely, Cancer is hyper emotional and is on the lookout for a fairy tale real life Cinderella story, but Cancer is not at the least confused, being a cardinal sign, has no theme of personal sacrifice, and is otherwise concerned with what's inside its own shell: family matters, needs, desires, and such. Cancer is also a sign of plenty, situated smack on the summer solstice point, so it's connected with personal successes. All the above are things which fundamentally contradict Neptune's heart and, most importantly, soul. Thus, I do not believe Cancer is the sign of Neptune's exaltation. My very own candidate is none other than Aquarius, a conclusion British astrologer Paul Wade has reached independently of my own considerations. Now that must come as a shock. Airy, aloof Aquarius having Neptune exalted in its waters, the water bearer, remember? Well, Aquarius may be unemotional to a fault, but we must remember that Neptune is a generational planet, making it unsuccessful in dealing with the personal level of experience ruled by the personal planets. Pisces, Pisces emotions are a reflection of the wider universe around them. It is not a matter of personal whims and desires. Likewise, Neptune, in its positive yang form of Aquarius, is concerned logically and ideally with the notion of unifying, helping, liberating, contributing, and giving for the greater good for humanity. Neptune is the denial of self in the process of empowering another, and in much the same spirit, Aquarius individuals worldwide are ready to make substantial sacrifices in order to bring a greater good. Plus, they are weird and live in a world of their own making. Lastly, this will place Neptune's fall in egotistical, self-aggrandizing Leo, which Neptune doesn't get at all. While in the traditional scheme, Aquarius probably exalts Neptune because Neptune doesn't rely on concepts, words, and ideas to achieve his humanitarian goals. It's less intellectual and less self-aware, being a true humanitarian by the way of it. That is considering other people's needs before considering yours. Last but not least comes our venerable Grim Reaper Pluto. I'm pretty sure that Virgo of all signs is Pluto's exaltation. In November, Mother Nature is dying in front of our eyes as Persephone is descending into Pluto's domain. Wait, stop, rewind. A little bit earlier in September, we experienced the first feeling of blues as the days are getting shorter and summer is crumbling down slowly, layer by layer. Pluto, of course, is the lord of change. Scorpios sting others while Virgo criticize or sting themselves. Look at the glyph. They are both analytical and morbidly realistic. Both are unwillingly attracted to taboo subjects such as sex and drugs. And more importantly, both Virgo and Scorpio have strong compulsion obsession issues. Scorpio likes to be in control. Virgo relishes losing control. In the world of BDSM, Scorpios are masters while Virgos are slaves, metaphorically speaking. In a strange kind of way, Virgo tends to act like a Pluto's yin version. Both Virgo and Scorpio are yin, negative energy, but nevertheless, in Mars-ruled Scorpio, Pluto's influence is more virile. Viril. Last but not least, both Virgo and Scorpio are symbols of medicine. Whether surgery or the healing art, Pluto needs to experience pain in order to heal. Traditionally, Virgo exalts Pluto because it finds more esoteric and efficient ways to knowledge instead of the date comparing, data collecting ways more familiar to Mercury. Practical knowledge, magic, and knowledge through intense personal experience are all in Pluto domain. The glyph of Mercury and Pluto bear a resemblance as well. So Uranus is exalted. Is exalted in Scorpio. Neptune is exalted in Aquarius, and Pluto is exalted in Virgo, or Leo. See below. Don't see below. I'm going to read it for you. But yeah, I see the resemblance because like if you have the bottom, right? Then you just have this part and this part. So if you put this here or this here, see? So, oh no, you don't see shit. Sorry. So we have Mercury and we have Pluto. And you may say those don't look alike, Shmoane, but if you have the bottom part, then it's just a circle and a, no, you can't see that. Yeah. You have an O and an U left. If you make a U underneath the O, you have Pluto. And if you make an O underneath the U, you have Mercury. I think I should become a teacher. Okay. I'm gonna blast myself. But do remember, because I am a Leo, but I'm not a Leo rising. So do remember, astrology is a whole lot more than your sun sign, as I'm gonna blast the Leos right now. Concerning the possibility that Pluto is exalted in Leo, Leo is known to be the bestial and feral according to traditional terms and is a sucker for wealth and success. Intense and uncompromising Leo will do everything in its power to succeed. So far, all goes well with Pluto's black and white worldview or plain rootlessness. We must remember, though, that Pluto is driven by a desperate and often obsessive need for survival, while Leo is driven by the need to perpetuate his ego, to prove his greatness to the world. Leos have a penchant for drama and magic tricks. That is all which is marvelous, shiny, and captivates the crowd. I'll give him that. And now some differences. Leo craves applause, while Pluto can just as easily shy away from people. Both are suckers for power, but the way they execute it is different, like day and night. Pluto is the master of darkness, taboo practices, and the wavier of secrets, all of which are foreign to the Leonine character who basks in the light of his righteous pride. Leo has no motives of death and rebirth, no motives of change. It's rather the integrity of the ego. Leo is extreme in his own way, but otherwise too addicted to all which is bright and shiny. Good moods, good times, humor, and fun, to want to have anything to do with Pluto's murky waters. I do have to admit that by placing Pluto's exaltation in a positive yang sign, we create a rulership scheme which gives all the outer planets a positive sign as their sign of exaltation, coupled with their dignified home sign in a negative yin sign. Some additional points in favor of this placement are Pluto needs to control things and Leos have a knack for organization. Pluto's into gathering knowledge for practical purpose, so it's not knowledge for knowledge's sake like Mercury signs. Excuse me. This trait is shared by Leo's no-nonsense approach when the lion isn't out to play. Pluto's placement in Leo will place Pluto's fall in Aquarius. Aquarian individuals are usually in favor of technology, progress, and bearing things to light and truth, which is truly what Pluto has a hard time with. Lastly, Pluto's exaltation in Leo creates a highly symmetrical zodiac where every sign has an exalted planet without exception, including North and South Node in Gemini and Sagittarius, respectively. This is an additional important point in this tangled fall and exaltation debate. Those are my thoughts, Dima, on the subject. Please agree, disagree, or explain your own. Let us clarify the subject once and for all. Uitroepteken, exclamation mark. This was written in 2013, and in 2022 she updated it. Through the years, I've gradually came to the conclusion that the symmetrical exaltation scheme is probably the right one. Currently, I prefer it over the option under which Pluto is exalted in Virgo. So what I'm trying to say with that is like, yeah, check out if Pam Gregory already made a video explaining Pluto in Aquarius, because I do not think that she explained it as Pluto being its detriment. But what does detriment mean, really? I don't know. Detriment means it's furthest from home, so it doesn't know how to act, right? Nope. It says, look it up yourself.